This is a super simple tech review of the new Tivo Bolt and Tivo Mini. The Bolt and the Mini let you centralize your TV experience so it's easier to set up and watch shows. Previously, each Tivo box in your house had its own subscription service and content, making the entire experience expensive and difficult to manage. Transferring shows required you to search your local Tivo, then search a remote Tivo. After finding the show, transfer it, which used an archaic process that copied the show from one box to another. Shows were typically over 10 gigs, so you could easily run into slow transfers or buffering issues. Then, walk over to the other room and manually delete the old show since it was on 2 Tivo boxes. Recording schedules were unique for each Tivo, making it difficult to track who's recording what show. Each Tivo required a cable and network connection, and you could easily run out of space and lose shows because managing content was so difficult. It was a mess. Tivo simplified the experience by centralizing all content, including live TV and recordings, to the Bolt. You can watch shows directly on the Bolt or stream it to any location with the Minis. Everything just got 10 times easier. In this guide, I'll show you the Bolt, the Mini, and the overall setup process. This is the Tivo Bolt 500GB model. You can currently buy a 500GB, 1TB, or 3TB Bolt. They also come in white and black. The Tivo Bolt comes with a remote, batteries for the remote, the Tivo Bolt itself, manuals, an HDMI cable, and a power plug. The front of the box has a clean look with no buttons, just a logo and a few LED lights. The back of the Bolt has a remote finder button, a coax cable connection, digital audio, an analog audio plug, HDMI plug, network connection, 2 USB ports, an external hard drive connection, and a slot for the power plug. The Tivo Mini comes in only one style, black with no options. It comes with a manual, the Tivo Mini box itself, a remote, power plug, HDMI cable, and batteries for the remote. The front of the Mini is pretty basic. There's only an LED light to show power and remote control response. The back of the Mini has an MOCA connection. For reference, MOCA connections are perfect if you can't get network connectivity to your Mini. Use an adapter like this, plug it into your router, and the other end to your coax connection. This streams network connectivity all the way to your Mini. See the show notes below for an easy link to this adapter on Amazon. Next, there's analog component and audio-video connections, HDMI, a network connection, USB plug, and a power plug. If you use a cable cart connection, make sure you order one from your cable provider or you pull it out of your old Tivo. Then, in the bottom of your Bolt, open up the housing and slide in your cable card. To connect the Bolt, I'm going to first plug in my coax cable connection. Then plug in my network connection. Then the HDMI cable. And finally the power. After you power up Tivo for the first time, you're going to walk through a pretty basic setup guide that sets up your cable connection and your channel listings. To connect the Mini, first plug in the network connection, then the HDMI connection, and finally the power. Tivo will start the boot up process and walk you through a setup guide. The guide is pretty straightforward. You'll connect it with the Bolt, name your Mini, then it will reboot and show your main Tivo page. Now your Tivo Mini sees everything on the Bolt. See the show notes below for details used throughout this video. Also subscribe if you like this video or want to see others like it.